Keep it behind the curtain.
So what I want to do is introduce to you Gary Campbell, who's here today. He's going to talk about documenting our projects and events.
So car washing, you might think, is like a simple job. I used to have, when I was younger and smaller, I used to have to go in every car and go in the back of the car and wash the back window. So you have all different size cars. You can't stay warm. Your hands are always cold because you have water. So I mention that because during our lifetime, each one of you are going to learn from these different experiences, whether it be a job, whether it be here. You learn these experiences, and you need all these experiences to help build who you are going to become. See, that's very important. So sometimes you might hate something that you'll be doing. Like that, when I was working for that car wash, made no money. I won't even tell you how much money I made an hour, because you would laugh. I'm telling you. But I learned that if I was going to get paid, I had to be consistent. And you even had to, when it was really cold, you had to make sure you got all the corners, because sometimes a customer would say, yo, you missed my corner. So that means I would have to go back in the car and make sure I got that little corner over there, or this little corner right there. So anyway, that's one job. I worked as a residential counselor. They call it a mental health care physician. Now, it's not a doctor's position, but what I had to do is I dealt with dually diagnosed kids in a facility, in an open facility, which we had like 12 kids on each facility, if you could understand how that worked. And we had like cottages. Now these kids were dually diagnosed and they had some problems, and what the mental health care worker had to do is I was responsible for like 2 teenagers. The ages were 15, 14 to 21. Now these kids came from backgrounds where their parents were either on drugs, really bad situations, and they had to take medication to keep them going, because they had a lot of emotional stuff that they couldn't handle without the drugs. And then the crazy part about this job is we would love the kids, embrace the kids, but sometime when they would go off, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right? When they would go off, we would have to restrain them. Anybody know about anything about restraining? That was rough. You know, I had a kid named Sam and a kid named Corey. Wonderful kids, great heart, but sometimes they would lose it, because it's that emotional stuff. Doing that job, it helped me to learn how to accept people more. It helped me to understand that everybody has so many different varying backgrounds, and you can never like put your finger on it. I can never say you are this or you are this, because I don't know what you've been through. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to get to like kind of know you, listen to you, you know, listen to you some more. So I say all this because it still ties into, all life ties into what we document. Because when we document your group, how many people have groups here? Or projects?
Projects.
What?
Are you in a project right now?
Yes, you're all in projects.
Yes. So
Now they're restrictions of your peers, and you're not allowed to do certain things by
oh, this is right here.
No, you're starting a discussion that wasn't meant to be started.
No,
It's
that's
Should this discussion not be had?
no. I mean, I think this is what life is all about.
Because it's become more so societal based in raising this generation. It's societal based. It's not like there's no war. There's no like we're not looking at we're not looking at, oh, we're in debt, like we have a problem with this, like we don't have anywhere to live. Now there's so much glorified money and everything that we look at every day on our phones that it's become that if you're not this, you're this, and it becomes you don't want to be seen by what everybody else looks at you as bad. It's not like, because doing well financially is not what we strive for anymore. It's not stability. It's not having a job and having somewhere to live It's I want the latest shoes, and I want to look cool to this person and that person. You don't care about where you're gonna be in 10 years. You care about what you're gonna have tomorrow.
I just want to say something, and you can speak. That is right on. Now, it ties into where we should be, and I know you talk about this, and that is being loving and also being coming together as a unit. See, the culture separates us as an individual and says, you need to have a certain pair of sneakers to be accepted. You need to have a certain pair of jeans. You need to have a certain hat. But we separate ourselves, but it's so hard for us to work together as one, because that's where the power is, and the culture has done this purposely. Because when we had the power, when we went to the streets, it was crazy because they could not do anything because we had one voice and we wanted our rights. So I just wanted to put that in, say that. Sister, you have something?
I was gonna add on to her. I heard like this saying. It was like, we always want the most expensive thing. Like they could be the same exact thing, but we'll get the most expensive one because they have the label of how much money we spend on it.
We don't care about each other.
All time, college, everything. I'm stoked because that's my game. I never, I'm like. They say, teacher says, say something, say yes. I go, because I always want to be the smart one. I already know. I'm not gonna show you my hand or card. But this is a very open atmosphere. So it's like more than learning. It's just life. It's just like a life. It's like life lesson, and so you can be open. Yes.
I feel like by me joining into this club, I've been getting more inspired to do random stuff. Just it's just a more inspiring kind of club, because I feel like when I'm in school, I'm with the regular people.
Ooh.
Just them doing regular things. Just they're just in school, but here they're so many different other people here that I wouldn't be able to talk to if I didn't join here.
So what happens? I'm just gonna say this. What happens at a lot of my interviews? My artists, most people call artists weird, because artists see the world differently, and when they speak about it or create in a different way, people say, "Goodness, what are you doing? Why are you saying that? Why do you do that all the time?" And in a lot of cases, it's not because you're weird. You're only weird because you don't keep in step with the culture. It's that you're an artist to some degree. You just got to find out what that artistry is and express it.
Can you repeat your question from earlier?
Ooh, which one was that?
Something about how we translate what we're talking about into our documentaries.
Oh, yeah, that was a kind of philosophical thought. I
Because
don't think I can repeat it.
I had something to say in response to that.
Huh?
Because I had something to say in response to that. I just wanted you to repeat it.
All I'm trying to say is it's almost, anybody cook here? Okay. Who didn't speak? I don't think, did you speak? Okay, just tell me something that you cook.
Alright, sandwiches.
Sandwiches. Okay, so you have sandwiches. What's your favorite sandwich?
Anything. Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. Okay, so you have your elements are bread,
And cheese.
no butter.
And butter and cheese.
No butter.
No butter.
I mean,
No butter. No butter. What's up,
But we had to tell them. That's what we had to tell them. Okay, so it's butter, bread, and cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying.
You eat cheese alone?
Oh, well, let's get back to this. What kind of cheese?
Mr. Smith's crying.
What kind of cheese?
Swiss.
Pepper jack.
Swiss.
Pepper jack.
I'm saying elements. So I'm saying we have elements, that's the recipe. So I'm saying for your documentation purposes, we talked about this concept that this young lady talked about, so we're using that. So you have a project?
I kind of have a hand in everything.
Okay, so just tell me one project.
We're working for a Brady wagon so we can buy one for the kids, and I think
Hugs for Brady.
Yeah.
It's kids with cancer.
yeah.
Okay, kids with cancer. So cancer element, that idea, right? And then the thing we talked about at the beginning of the class, the whole idea of being able to tell the story using the elements, the cancer patients, using the wagon. So I'm saying you mix that. That's kind of your ingredient. See, and that's what I said. It's easy because once you get the camera and you have like a storyboard or a line or some sentences, you can do it. But then it's hard when you think about it. See, that's why art is so easy, because when you don't think about it, you could just like do it.